passion melted Evangelina's resistance like embers in the snow. My God, who could eat after that?
Truth.
Oh, Winthrop's white signature scarf.
White flag,
That's very funny.
surrender.
Yeah, too little, too late.
You look awful. You're not sleeping, are you?
Could you, if you shared a pillow with a bat?
Baseball bat, like for protection?
The furry kind with teeth and everything.
Oh, my God.
That's it. That's how Winthrop Crass dies, isn't it?
No, but that is in Chapter 4.
Chapter 4? And Winthrop dies in Chapter 13. Gee, we're moving right along here.
Bat, get in your bedroom.
Bats in the Belfry Wally, that's how. Have you remembered anything about Chapter 13 yet?
Sorry, but I do have some more information for you.
He's killed before, hasn't he?
No, it's not that bad. Brace yourself.
Look, there's no need getting upset because we dismissed the chauffeur. We'll call the agency tomorrow. We'll have another one here.
I don't want another chauffeur. Darren has been with us since Brooks retired.
Yes, and perhaps you're not objective about him.
I can't believe you made this decision. This is the kind of decision we make together.
Darling, sometimes it comes down to trust, doesn't it?
This has nothing to do with trust. This has to do with a man that's worked for this household since my children were little.
Yes. And perhaps that's where his loyalties lie, with your children.
What did he do?
I have reason to believe that he passed on information to Matthew and possibly Amanda about us, about what went on in this house, and I won't have it.
No. You can't cut off my credit card. Don't you understand I'm having a baby? What? Well, if I had the money, don't you think I'd pay you? Okay, all right. Look, ma'am, I'm sorry. Oh, no, just a minute. Don't hang... Damn it! I'll show you. I'll declare bankruptcy on you. Who's there?
Matt.
Matt. Do you think maybe you could come back later?
Look, I won't stay long. I brought you some groceries.
That was sweet.
Well, after rousing you out of bed, I figured it's the least I could do.
I'm telling you, I don't think I can eat anything.
What's wrong? Is it the baby?
No. You know what? I really don't want to talk about it. Oh.
Look, I'm going to call Dr. Nolan.
No! Please don't do that. Stop it.
Your phone's dead.
But I just used it. What do you mean it's dead?
No, it's fine. There's no doubt. Did you forget to pay your bill?
Oh, I can't believe this. They cut it off.
I was only kidding.
I can't pay my rent. They shut off my phone. And this is all Vicky's fault. And there's nothing I can do about it.
Hey.
It's not like I asked Lila to come here and talk to me.
No, Vicky, I am not talking about Lila. I am talking about you. Now, you level with me.
You heard everything she said. She's upset that Shane put me in charge of the foundation.
What are you talking? And you're upset that she's having Shane's kid. Why is that?
I'm upset because she keeps forcing her way into my life, and yet again.
You know something, Vicky? I could hear the two of you outside arguing.
Well, I can't stand her. She can't stand me. It's over now. Can we forget about it?
No, we
Come
can't.
on.
Vic, we
Jake,
can't.
please.
You're not talking to me, Vicky, and I think I know why.
What do you mean?
There's too many damn secrets. Now, you stop protecting me. Whatever you said to Lila about Shane, you say to me.
Lila and I were arguing about Shane. I mean, I just can't not have any feelings about
I know
him.
that,
You know,
Vicky. You didn't have to ask me to leave.
I mean, she comes over here and she tells me that she's having his baby. I mean, it's a baby he's never going to see. I find that upsetting. I really do. And she knew I was going to find it upsetting, which is exactly why she came over here and told me in front of
Well,
you.
Then you send me away. What do you? Don't you think that lets Lila know that you're keeping something from me?
What does it make you think?
I don't know.
I mean, God, I just hate her, you know? I try to put myself in her position. What's it like to be a graspy, clingy woman and lose somebody that you love? But still, mostly, I just hate her. And then there's poor Shane. She can't even stop, even after he's dying and going on with this whole big story about, you know, like carrying his child and losing his... I just hate her. And you're not even saying anything.
Oh, I just can't figure out why we're still talking about Lila and not about you.
I am talking about me. What?
You know, I felt like I'd known you my whole life. And all my life, I felt like I knew what you were thinking. And now we're married. And I can see that you're hurting, but I can't do a damn thing about it. You know why? Because for the first time, I don't know what you're thinking, and I sure as hell can't help you.
Jake, you think you're not helping me?
I am flying blind here, Vicky. I know there's things that you're not telling me. And I just guess I just want you to know that I love you enough that no matter what it is, I can handle it.
Jake.
Let me be totally honest with you. Do you know what my worst fear is? It's not that you used to love Shane. It's that you still do. And that somehow you realize that now, and you realize that this is just some big mistake. You look at me now and you tell me, is that what you can't tell me? Is that what Marley knows? Is that why Donna's so weird? Is that why you're all torn up here? Is that why you feel like you're a million miles away?
Please don't.
Then you tell me, Vicky. You tell me. You look at me and you tell me why Marley walked out of that funeral. You tell me why Donna's being so weird, because anything is better than this. Anything is better than feeling like I let you down.
You know, I can help.
No, Matt. I can't take your money. This baby isn't yours.
That doesn't matter. You know, I care about you, Lila. Please.
No.
Let me help you.
No. If I let you help, that lets Vicky off the hook.
You know, what's more important? Having a roof over your head or getting back at Vicky?
I just want what is rightfully mine. What Shane promised me.
I understand. I was as shocked as you were when Tyrone read Shane's will.
I can't understand how he could do this to me. How could he give control of my life to that woman? She hates me, you know, because I'm carrying Shane's baby.
But then take me up on my offer. All right, let me help you until the baby is born. Then you have the paternity test. You prove this baby is Shane's. And then you take control back away from Vicky.
No, I don't like owing anybody anything. I have always taken care of myself, Matt.
You know, maybe there's a way that you can get that will overturned before the baby is born.
Giving your lips to God's ears.
Hey, you said that you and Shane got one of those, quickie divorces in the Caribbean, right?
Yeah, Santa Monica.
Well, now, some of the states don't recognize those.
And what would that mean?
Well, it's worth checking out, because if it's not recognized, that would make you Shane's widow and next of kin.
Which would give me legal rights to everything, right? Oh, Matthew Corey, sometimes you surprise me.
Well, you're gonna need a lawyer. It's gonna take some money.
I will pay you back every cent. I promise.
Where are you going?
Well, I'm gonna take you up on your leave. That's where I'm going.
Wait. Here.
What?
Here. Take it. Take this, too. I don't want you without a phone.
I don't know why you're doing this for me. But I promise I won't forget it.
So you're saying that Matthew got Darren to spy on us?
Yes, I'm sure he did. Look, when I left the office earlier, I went outside. The car was waiting, but no Darren. So I thought I'd go over to the kiosk and pick up a newspaper, and that's when I saw Matthew talking to him. Their attitude, their behavior was unmistakable.
Well, of course Darren would talk to Matthew. He's known him since he was a little boy.
Darling, Matthew is up to something. As soon as he saw me, he took off.
Did you ask Darren what he was talking to Matthew about?
Yes, I did. He wasn't very forthcoming, so I told him to pack.
Oh, Carl, if I had been able to speak with him.
Matthew's doing it again, isn't he? Don't let him come between us.
This has nothing to do with Matthew.
Doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. It has to do with a man who's just lost his job, and that's not right. He's worked here for ages.
Well, I don't feel that way about it, and I positively refuse to rehire the man.
Well, then we have to find him another job.
If it's that important to you,
Yes, it is.
then we'll make a few calls.
All right. Thank you. I hope that everyone that has a relationship with you doesn't have to choose between you or Matthew.
I hope so, too.
I wouldn't want to make that choice.
Sierra Walters' employment records. How'd you get your hands on this?
Carl got it for me.
Reason for termination, mental breakdown?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what it says, but there is some more information in there you should read.
Uh-oh.
No, now, it seems that when Wally fell on hard times, he took an apartment over a pet store.
How touching.
Well, I went to check it out, of course. I met with the owner of the store, and he said he had seen Wally not too long ago. Wally had come in to buy a couple of lovebirds.
He must have had to panhandle a lot of quarters in order to afford those lovebirds.
It doesn't mean that Wally's lovebirds are the ones that Tony got.
Honey, how many damn birds do you need? This nutcase is playing out a whole scenario, and I'm the denouement.
Tyrone? Tyrone? Half-day lawyers. Winthrop and Montgomery. Cass, Tyrone's partner, which means that he is tied to Vicky by the purse strings. No place for you to be, Lila. Okay, just leave a little note. No. I have got to see those divorce papers. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Okay.
You take the bat, I'll get the check. What about hypnosis? Yes, my murderer is somewhere in the recesses of your memory bank.
Right.
Maybe hypnosis could draw it out. You got to do this, Felicia.
Yeah,
You got to help me. You got
I'll
to save
think
my
about
life.
it, okay?
I'll set up an appointment. You just keep your focus on chapter 13, okay? Keep the change. Thank you.
Listen to
What?
me. You know, maybe Wally did send the lovebirds out, or maybe even the violinist, but it doesn't mean he murdered anybody. Now listen, he's an impressionable kid. He's a romantic. What is that?
It's a new office burglar alarm. There's been a break-in. Come on.
Break-in.
Roberts, Shane.
Look,
Pen.
someone's in there.
Oh my God, I'm calling the police.
Stand backpack. I'm going in.
No, I don't care that you're packing a rod. You can't.
Packing a rod. It's a sock full of quarters.
Oh, I don't believe this.
Well, I'm not letting Wally take me down without a fight.
Please don't do this. Please. What are you doing here?
Trying to avoid another run-in with Carl. See you around?
He's down at the stables.
Good. Something I want to talk to you about, something important.
Well, come on in. It's freezing out here. I know what it is.
You do?
Yeah, Carl fired Darren.
What are you talking about?
Darren didn't tell you.
No, why did he do that?
You set Darren up to spy on us?
Darren is my friend. Did he tell you that?
Carl saw you two together, Matthew, and he figured it out.
Oh, I see.
Why did you do that? I mean, after everything we've been through, nothing Carl does is good enough for you, is it?
Well, you got that right.
But what about me? What about my feelings? And what about your friend Darren?
You know,
I mean, he's
I'll
just
take care of Darren.
Does that make it all right?
No. But nothing is all right in this family. Nothing. And why do you refuse to see whose fault that really is?
I think I do.
God, you are so convinced about Carl.
Yes, I am.
His love for you.
Yes, I am.
You know, like Mac was about Janice Frame, right?
You're comparing Carl to Janice? What kind of a sick game are you into?
You know, I told you that I wasn't going to go by on your back, and I haven't. You know, no matter what Carl thinks of me, here I am saying it to your face.
Janice was sick, Matthew. She tried to kill Mac. She wanted his money and his life.
And Carl is no different.
You have absolutely no idea who Carl is.
You know, I bet Mac said the same thing to you when you tried to warn him about Janice.
Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to make it impossible for us to see each other?
Because you're my mother. You know, I love you. Now, I'm not going to stop fighting until you see the truth about Carl, the way you fought for Mac.
Honey, you weren't even born yet. You don't know what happened then.
But I was conceived. And I know I wasn't exactly a love trap.
Matthew.
No, you made love with Mitch to save Mac's life.
Yes, I did. But as soon as I knew that you were inside me, I loved you. That's the truth. Why are you doing this? Why are you dredging all of this up after everything we've been through?
Just trying to prevent anything else from happening.
This is about Mac, isn't it, for both you children? You miss him. You hate the fact that he's gone. And so you're trying to blame Carl for Mac's being dead. Well, Carl didn't kill Mac.
But he despised him, and he wanted to destroy
Oh, Matthew,
him.
that's ancient history.
Yes, but it is happening again. Don't you see? Carl is going to show himself. One way or the other. A phone call, a letter, something.
An appointment book? Is that what this is about? This appointment book?
What are you getting at?
Amanda hasn't talked to you?
No, I've been busy. I haven't seen him.
Well, let me be the first to show it to you.
It's Chris Chapin's phone number and address.
Yes, Carl was in Denver the day Chris Chapin died. He told me.
And why are you telling this to me?
You haven't let me down.
I just never thought we'd get to the point where you would just tell me what you think I wanted to hear.
I'm telling you the truth. You're all I want. You're all I need.
Listen to me. Don't you understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you don't have to say those things to me.
Yes, I do.
Vicky,
Yes, I do.
you're not you. You're not Vicky. You're not the Vicky that I know, you know? I mean, and the only two things that I can figure out that change that is marrying me or him dying.
You think I'm not me? All my life, I felt like I had to be so strong. Sometimes I felt like I was just holding on by my fingernails, just like I knew there was a cliff out there somewhere, and there was an edge. I didn't know where the edge was. You know something? Now it doesn't even matter. Doesn't matter where the edge is. Doesn't matter if I fall. I could even jump. Because I know that you'll always be there to catch me. You think I'm not myself. I'll tell you that I am more myself than I have ever been.
I don't know, Vicky, sometimes it just feels like you go away.
I don't know, maybe that is what I've been doing lately, but I want you to know that when I do go away, I'm not going far at all. Sometimes if I'm upstairs, I'll hear you downstairs with the boys just horsing around or something. And you'll be talking, I don't know, maybe not saying anything particularly important. Jake, at that moment, I know in my heart, I know more than anything what it's like to feel loved and to feel safe and to feel like I have a home.
So what are you saying? I'm just driving myself nuts for nothing?
Oh, God, it's Jake and Vicky forever, forever, forever. Remember that. And my whole world turns around you.
Where are the boys?
What boy?
Oh, my God!
What?
Cass, don't!
Lila!
Oh, such a
Oh,
moron.
my God! What the hell are you doing here?
Looking for Tyrone.
How did you get in here?
The door was open.
No, don't give me that. I locked it myself.
No, well, Tyrone obviously must have unlocked it.
He's in Chicago, and your forced entry set off my alarm system. What?
Here, look at this.
Why would I break in here?
See?
Definitely Jimmy.
Police are on their way.
The police.
How do you explain the damage to the door if you didn't force it?
Well, I mean, obviously it must have been there from the last time you had a break-in.
And you pulled off that one, too, didn't you?
What? Don't be ridiculous.
What do you know about Chapter 13? And what's in this file that you were trying to steal?
Oh, that's my divorce.
This is Shane's file, not yours.
I was just trying to read it. I wasn't trying to steal it.
Hold it right there. Nobody's leaving this room until the cops get here. Honey, close the door.
The cops. Oh, no. No. Please, I didn't do anything.
Lila.
Come on.
Come on, Lila. Don't do this to us now.
Heartless.
I'm going to splash some water in her face. Cold water. That'll bring her around.
No, please. I just haven't had anything to eat yet. I can't...
What?
Oh, no.
Oh, please don't call the cops on me.
Oh, don't do that. She's crying.
I know, she's pregnant.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so sorry. If you just give me a chance, I can explain everything. Honest, I can.
Pregnant? Okay, call off the cops. It's okay. It's over.
Why don't I go get her something to eat?
Okay.
All right.
No. I don't want to be any more problem.
No, you go, honey, and hurry back.
All right.
Please. Oh, Lila.
Yeah.
There now, Lila. Wait a second. It's you and me now. You start talking.
Oh, God. But you must think of me.
Here. And don't you even think of crying.
This is all Vicky's fault. She knows I'm pregnant and she won't even help me.
You made her life a living hell. Why should she help you?
I made her life a living hell. Oh. She got all of Shane's money and she seduced him in order to get it.
Vicky's loaded. She doesn't need Shane's money.
She got his money nonetheless. Shane was supposed to leave all his money to me, and she has it. Now she has everything, and I can't even put food on the table.
Well, I'm sure if you just talked to her...
Oh, I did.
You told her that you needed money and she turned you down?
Yes, she did, because she hates me. Just like everybody else in the town.
Okay, let's not all get all unspooled here. Just keep talking, would you please?
Oh, why should I tell you anything? You don't give a damn about what happened
What
to
I do
me.
give a damn about is what you were after in that file.
Yes, files, copies of my Caribbean divorce.
Well, why didn't you go to your own attorney?
My own attorney was Grant Harrison, and I haven't spoken to him in months.
Enough said.
Look, I just thought that if maybe I could prove that the divorce wasn't legal,
But you
then
could
maybe...
overturn the will and be on Easy Street.
I do not want to be on Easy Street. I just want what's coming to my baby.
Well, you went to a lot of trouble for nothing. This state recognizes Caribbean divorces.
It does.
Hmm.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hey. Wait a minute. What if I slept with Shane in San Domenico before the divorce?
There's a word for that.
Oh. How dared you? I was married at the time.
No, I mean a legal term. It's called condonation. Shane would have condoned the marriage.
Are you serious? Is that true?
Down,
Are
girl.
you- do
Nobody's
you
gonna
really
believe
mean
it
that?
happened.
Well, it did happen. We made love. We spent the same night in the same hotel room.
How can you prove that?
Well,
You can't.
what if I can?
Well, then you might have a case.
Vicky walked in on us. She saw us together that night.
What a weekend that must have been.
Oh, you don't know the half of it.
And I don't want to know. Vicky Hudson's family are my clients, and I don't want to hear another word.
Well, I don't know who to turn to, Cass.
Hire an attorney.
I don't know who to hire.
Look in the phone book for estate lawyers. Hire anybody but Elliot Hampton.
Why, what's wrong with him?
Oh, he's got no class. He's a real sleazeball. And he's a lousy dresser.
Oh, well, thanks for the warning.
Why don't you have your attorney get copies of the San Domenico hotel reports?
The San Domenico reports.
Yes.
Why didn't I think of that? Oh,
yes,
Cass,
yes.
thank
Oh.
you. Oh, God, thank you so much. On behalf of me and my baby, I just
Okay.
thank
Look
you
who's back
so much.
with the food. Hi, honey.
Oh,
Feeling better?
oh, much. Thank you so much.
Lila explained everything.
I'm sure she did. Eat something.
Oh, well, thanks. I'm gonna go.
Good luck.
Yes. Could I please have the number for Elliot Hampton? Yes, his office number.
just like I thought. Sunlight and blue water.
Loved you my whole life, you know.
How much? How much?
This much.
Are you sure not this much?
This much. With my whole heart, body and soul. Promise me you'll always believe that.
I promise.
Doesn't that scare you? The fact that Carl was in Denver when Chris died?
No.
Well, it does me.
It was business, Matthew. It had nothing to do with Chapin. It was a coincidence.
He told you that?
Yes.
You know, what about his address and phone number in this book?
He knew you had contacted Chapin.
Yes, I was after information, that's all.
Yeah. Well, he wanted to know what you were up to. Were you going to bring Chapin back here the way you did Nikos? But before he could get to Chapin, Chapin was dead.
Right, and all his information went with him. It's convenient.
If Carl was as evil as you two think he is, do you think he would have Chris Chapin's telephone number and address in this appointment book, which any one of us could have found?
You know what I think? I think Carl knows he's got you exactly where he wants you.
All right, that's it. There's no point in going on with this. Every time I try to defend him, you turn it against him. You're trying to make me choose between you and Carl.
Look, I'm not trying to do anything. I am just not convinced about your image that you're trying to portray of Carl.
Clearly.
All right. I guess I'll go. Do you remember when this house was filled with people? Laughter?
Yes.
And do you ever wonder why Maggie actually really left?
Oh, wait a minute. Maggie's leaving had nothing to do with Carl. He adored her, she adored him.
Yeah, and I suppose he didn't try and cut you off from your relationship with Felicia either, did he?
No.
He sure as hell drove me away.
You did that all on your own.
The only one left now is Amanda. And when she goes, which she will, Carl will have you all to himself. Think about it.
Jake. What about New York?
What about New York?
Well, I mean, how are we going to get out of that co-op lease?
And we can still go to New York.
Do you want to go?
No, no. The only reason we were going to go was to put some distance between us and Shane.
You're right. We won't go. We'll just get out of the lease.
As a matter of fact, maybe we should go. It'd be a great second honeymoon.
What, just ditch the boys?
No, it wouldn't be a long honeymoon. I mean, maybe we could just go to get away from some of the bad memories.
Wherever I go, they go. Bad ones and the good ones, that is.
It's nice to know there's still some good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And they all have your name written on them.
Hey. Want to make some more good memories?
Well, there is the sexy Jake memory. And then there is the romantic Jake memory. That's a good one. And then there's the morning Jake memory. All rumpled and grumpy.
No, come on. Only good ones. Only good memories.
They're all good. Who needs New York?
San Dominica at this time. Due to local weather conditions, please try your call again later.
Damn it. Local weather conditions. What kind of weather could they possibly have to worry about in San Dominica? Jake said he got through to Vicky in Chicago during an ice storm that night. Wait a minute. What if I could prove that Vicky wasn't in Chicago that night? Oh, I have got you.
Well, Lila certainly couldn't be the stalker in Embers in the Snow.
How can you be so sure?
Oh, Cass, come on. Would I ever write a murderess who was pregnant in any of my books?
This is true. This is true.
Okay.
Well, face it. All roads lead to Wally.
Oh.
I've got to find him before he finds me.
Oh, you mean we're going to leave here and leave all these little quarters on the ground? You sure?
I'll call security. Give me your cell phone.
I don't know why I hang out with you. You're such a jerk.
Oh, will you
a
be
sock with quarters in it? I'm so embarrassed.
I'm so embarrassed. Get it.
Matthew, you didn't come over here to talk about Carl, did you?
No.
Well, what did you come over for?
It's not important.
It must be for you to come all the way over here.
We can't talk anymore. You know that. Things are different now.
This feels like it did before everything happened.
I'm not scared anymore.
Nope. Nope, I think all of the ghosts have run away thanks to you.
I'm glad.
You know, in case you haven't noticed, I'm a cynical guy. I've never really trusted anyone completely.
Will you trust in my love, Jake? Even if I mess up. Oh, God, this is the first time I felt any peace since Shane and my father died. It's because of you, you know? Because I know you'll never let anything happen to me or to the people I love.
Yes, could I please have the number for Bay City Cellular? It's with Shane the night he died, and now I can prove it. I have got you. Yes, I'm sorry. What was that number again? Great.
NBC Tonight. Daytime takes over primetime. The 14th Annual Soap Opera Awards. 9/8 Central, NBC Tonight.